Another hotly debated law is the Texas Heartbeat Act. It bans doctors from performing abortions once a fetal heartbeat is detected. Now, that's typically at around 6 weeks before most women know that they're pregnant. There is an exception for medical emergencies, but no exception for rape or incest. We're joined now by Abigail Aikin. She's an associate professor at UT with a background in reproductive health research. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Now, this new abortion law going into effect in Texas, is this actually one of the most strict abortion bans in the country?
Yes, it is. We know that abortion access has been severely curtailed in a lot of states, especially in southern states. But in terms of an outright abortion ban, this bill is the most strict that we have seen, and certainly the earliest to go into effect at only 6 weeks of pregnancy.
Now, how is this new Texas law going to affect federal laws?
You know, we are exceptional as a country in the U.S. in that we don't really have very many federal laws that govern abortion rights, but it could well affect our legal structures around abortion. If we see this law taken up by the Supreme Court, for example, then we could see either an upholding of the central tenets of Roe v. Wade, or we could see changes to that.
Now, how will this new law affect, for example, low-income women and communities of color? A lot of people who are against it say they're the ones who are going to be hit the hardest.
Yes, that's true. We know that already for those communities, access to abortion is extremely difficult in Texas. The right to abortion exists on paper, but it's not something that is easy to exercise if you are systematically discriminated against and disengaged from the healthcare system, if you are living in poverty and don't have the means and resources that people who are better off have. So now when we put an outright abortion ban on top of all of those restrictions that we've had in Texas for many years now, we can expect for sure to see disproportionate impacts on those with the fewest resources, low-income communities and communities of color.
The new Texas law is already being challenged in court, so what happens next?
I think that remains to be seen. We'll see what the courts decide. Certainly the idea of giving private citizens legal standing to sue abortion providers or people seeking abortion or people helping others to get abortion is very uncharted territory. It is legally, frankly, bizarre. I would like to think that a court that really took the law seriously would not uphold something like this. But we will see what happens next. That will be up to the courts to decide. In the meantime, when we think about the impacts of this law on people, and as you already pointed out, we're thinking in particular about those with the fewest resources. I think we can expect to see people scrambling, trying to find ways to get the care they need out of state. And I think we can expect to see more people self-managing their own abortions. That would mean using things like abortion pills outside of the formal healthcare setting.
All right, Associate Professor at UT, Abigail Aikin, thank you so much for being with us and talking about this. We really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.